Hey guys, what's up? Bisectatron here from OneHive Gazette, here with just a very quick video in which I want to talk about a few things that have happened lately within the Clash of Clans war community. Some of you guys may have heard about this, and honestly, I don't have all the information probably. I'm not as informed as I like to think. So there might be some things you can leave in the comments that I'm leaving out that go to this story, but for the most part, I'm going to talk about the big stuff that's happened lately and kind of where I think the Clash of Clans war scene is going to go in the future. Because the thing that triggered this video that caused me to make it is Jake, the OneHive Raids YouTuber from the kind of original OneHive clan. He quit Clash of Clans in YouTube. He said he hinted that he might come back at some point, but as far as we're concerned, he's taken a pretty long break, if not a permanent break, from YouTube and Clash of Clans. And that was a big surprise because Jake, he founded the entire Clash of Clans war YouTube movement. Him and like Hulk were kind of the first few people to start making videos on, 3-star strategies in war. And they basically, what they started branched out into channels like mine, channels like, Powerbang, Ash, pick whatever channel you want because there's so many of them these days. But they kind of started that, and he was at the center of that for a long time, and it seemed like he might have his content was kind of drifting away, and maybe you could tell that it seemed like he was, it was starting to become a little bit of a chore for him to do. You can come up to your own conclusion with that. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but he announced that he was going to stop doing YouTube. And it was a big shock because that's a big piece of the war community as far as different attacks and different things being shown on a public site. A big piece that's gone, and we've seen clans, I think like PWC, if I heard that right, their clan is kind of disbanding, which is the Clash with Maddie YouTube channel. I think you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what's happening. And that kind of piece of the war community is falling away as also. So we're seeing a few different pieces of the war community kind of drift away. And some people are, saying the community is dying. And honestly, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's dying. I think it's shrinking. I think we're seeing people who have been, in the war scene for a long time, who are bored of the game and are just, they're going to leave. Their choice. Nothing against them. I think, if you're not having fun in a game, why would you play it? But I don't think that's what's going to happen to the entire war community. I think just a fraction of it. And I say that because Town Hall 10 right now, at least in my eyes, is one of the most balanced town halls we've seen, besides maybe like Town Hall 9 back like a year or two ago when it was a very fun town hall level to be at. But besides that, Town Hall 10 is extremely balanced. Maybe one tweak to miners and bowlers can give it that next little boost to be, one of the most balanced town halls we've seen. I'm having a ton of fun as it is right now. I think other people in Genesis can agree with that, and maybe you guys also. Town Hall 9, it's a little overpowered with the level 3 bowlers. The bowlers do make it pretty easy to 3-star at some points, but it's not bad. It's not broken. I think it's still competitive. The Town Hall 9 still have a challenge in the arranged wars to 3-star all the bases. Sometimes there's attacks left over, but those are also strategically used as scouts or as 2-stars on certain bases. So we're seeing, Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 10s, and Town Hall 11s especially, because their dip attacks are so important. All those are being used in war. I think that the Town Hall levels are all fairly balanced, and I think that that war is in generally a good place right now. People, always ask for changes because typically the grass is always greener, but I think that for the most part, Clash is in a pretty good place right now. And I think because of that, we're not going to see a huge loss in the war community. I think in the future, we're going to have this little bump. We're going to have people drop off. But I think the war community will hold strong. And I'm going to continue putting out content in the near future as far as I see. I don't see any stopping point for me, at least in the next few months or whatever. As long as the game is still fun, I'm enjoying it. And I think the war community will stay together for the most part because, the game's in a pretty good place right now. Friendly challenges make it a ton of fun just to be on with an army cooked up. And a few changes from Supercell definitely wouldn't hurt to help improve the game, make it more fun. But right now, I'm not going to complain too much. I think the game's in a good place. And farewell to Jake. I really enjoyed a lot of his videos. It helped me a lot, especially when I was an early player in the game. And farewell to anyone else who's leaving from the war community that's been here for a while. But I think that they are in the minority, to be honest, of people on the war scene. I think most people are going to stick with the game, and we'll continue to see, a nice, solid war community continue for the next few months at least. So thanks for watching this video. More content to come out soon. See you guys later. Bye, Septatron out.